98 days before the college entrance examination, I was reborn. Zhao Yan and Lu Ruyu are together. The video of Zhao Yan holding 99 roses and confessing his love downstairs of the girls' dormitory spread like wildfire in the space. I know that Zhao Yan has also been reborn. He really can't wait. As if he is afraid of being stopped. The school grass is too romantic. Ruyu, you are so happy. The deskmate looked at Lu Ruyu with envy. There were also discussions around, all discussing the romantic and free love of the two. Lu Ruyu was not as happy as everyone imagined. She smiled reluctantly. I know why. She is a time traveler. But now the plot has deviated. In this book, their love is clearly cautious. Now it is so suddenly made public. She is afraid that she will not be able to become a rich wife. However, soon, these concerns were dispelled by Zhao Yan's wave after wave of high-profile love. Every day during the break, Zhao Yan would take my seat and flirt with Lu Ruyu while I was fetching water or going to the toilet. After several times, I looked at them impatiently. Leave my seat. The two stopped, and Lu Ruyu fell into Zhao Yan's arms as if startled, knocking over the books I had stacked on the desk. And the sound of the whole class's attention was attracted. Zhao Yan glanced at me with dissatisfaction and sneered. Some people just can't stand others being good. They really like to pretend. Many people around looked at the three of us in disbelief. They might be discussing how people who went to school together every day when they were childhood sweethearts are now like enemies. You can kiss and hug as you like, but please leave my seat. I picked up the book that fell on the ground and said word by word. Some people claim to be good students, but don't study too hard and cheat in the college entrance examination, then you can't even go to college. Zhao Yan stood up and walked away leisurely. I gritted my teeth and clenched my fists, wishing I could tear him into pieces. In my last life, when I was taking the last exam, I was suppressed by several teachers and uniformed police who suddenly rushed in. I was searched and found that the amulet I was wearing had a micro-communication device. I was taken away on the spot, my test scores were cancelled, and I was not allowed to take the college entrance examination for 5 years. It was Zhao Yan. The amulet was given to me by Zhao Yan, saying that his mother asked for it from the temple to bless me to pass the college entrance examination. When I questioned Zhao Yan, he looked at me viciously, as if he had let out a breath of anger. You are allowed to report me for dating, but I am not allowed to report you for cheating. Jiang Lu, this is the retribution you deserve. In the last semester of the college entrance examination, Zhao Yan used me as a cover, saying that he was studying with me, but he was dating Lu Ruyu. Later, Zhao's mother complained to me that Zhao Yan was studying with me every day, but my grades were not only stable but also improved. But Zhao Yan's grades had dropped sharply recently. I don't know what happened. I was a little confused. So I said that Zhao Yan had not studied with me for a long time. Then their relationship was discovered, and Lu Ruyu was forced to transfer to another school and started dating a gangster. Zhao Yan was hit hard, and his grades plummeted. Once when I went out, I accidentally ran into Lu Ruyu hanging out with a group of gangsters. At first I thought she was forced, but later I found out that she was like that by nature. In order to comfort Zhao Yan, I told him about Lu Ruyu. I never thought that Zhao Yan would hate me. From the beginning to the end I didn't know they were in love. It was obvious that he used me as a cover, and finally his grades dropped and were discovered. Later he blamed me for slandering his yuer. I suppressed the overwhelming hatred, sat down slowly, and did the test paper seriously. In this life, I will not only study harder, but I will also make them pay the price. After rebirth, Zhao Yan devoted himself to Lu Ruyu. He skipped his self-study class at night to work part-time, just to give Lu Ruyu all kinds of gifts. The first cup of milk tea on Monday, the first necklace on Tuesday, and the first bouquet of flowers on Wednesday. He even skipped class to play basketball in the rain just to show off. He was simply sick. After being caught 3 times by the head teacher, he still did not change his ways and became worse. He no longer got up early to read silently downstairs with a book, and no longer pestered the teacher to explain a difficult problem. He preferred to be brothers with a group of hooligans in the school, leaning on the corridor, and let the hooligans call Lu Ruyu's sister-in-law. He loved it. When I passed by the head teacher's office with a wrong question book, he stopped me. Student Jiang is working so hard. Is he going to Tsinghua or Peking University? Everyone laughed. I walked past them without blinking, not arguing with idiots. There was constant laughter from behind me. You really think you are a piece of cake? Your IQ is not enough. No matter how hard you work, it will be useless. Don't end up not being able to get into a junior college. He forgot that although I am not that smart, I am very diligent. In the last semester of my previous life, I kept making progress. In the last joint examination, I was already in the top 20 in the grade. I could go to a key university, but all of this was ruined by him. Zhao Yan is very smart. With his efforts in the previous life, his grades are basically in the top 3 in the grade. Even if I get up early in the morning to recite and do exercises until late at night, I can't catch up with him. No need for Tsinghua or Peking University. As long as I try my best to get into the best school, it will be the biggest reward for myself. In order to have more time to study, I applied to live on campus. The dormitory building is often very lively, and it is always Zhao Yan's high-profile love. Today is red roses, tomorrow is blue roses, and every once in a while, he will stage a love like a proposal. The love is vigorous and clear. There are also times when we quarrel, for example. When Zhao Yan was in financial difficulty, he couldn't afford to buy milk tea and snacks for Lu Ruyu. Lu Ruyu felt ashamed and ignored him several times in a row, until he worked hard part-time and bought nearly 1,000 milk tea and snacks and distributed them to our whole class. Lu Ruyu's vanity was greatly satisfied and she finally forgave him. The second joint exam results came out, and I ranked 15th. I was surprised, but didn't dare to relax. The closer it was to the college entrance examination, most of my classmates were like me, full of urgency, and were in the sea of questions every day, and didn't dare to relax easily, except for Zhao Yan and Lu Ruyu's group. Zhao Yan's ranking dropped to the bottom of the grade. It is said that on the day of the exam, he queued up to buy co-branded milk tea for Lu Ruyu and missed the joint exam. In the previous life, even if the high fever did not subside, he still forced himself to take the exam, and his ranking never fell out of the top 10. Lu Yu and Zhao Yan are good friends and neighbors. Can you persuade him that the college entrance examination is not the only way in life? But he gave up such a good score at the critical moment. It's a pity to give up this road, teacher. I don't know him well. I blocked the teacher's words. Since my rebirth, I cherish the time for study more than in my previous life. I recite during breaks, walking, and even eating. Although I stubbornly studied high school knowledge before my rebirth, read through textbooks, and did all the college entrance examination questions every year, I still can't get into the top 10 now. I have long known that there are differences between people, but as long as my efforts are worthy of myself, it's fine. Zhao Yan's affairs were still known by his mother. He actually concealed it very well. He was from a single-parent family. His mother opened a fruit shop in the south of the city, and our school was in the north of the city. Zhao Yan made small changes to his report card every time. His mother always thought that her son was still the good son with excellent character and learning. The cliff-like grades finally made the head teacher take great pains to call Zhao's mother. When I was going to find the math teacher during the break with my collection of wrong questions, Zhao's mother and the head teacher were still trying to persuade Zhao Yan, who didn't care. I was about to leave when I heard Zhao Yan's words, "Mom's teacher, don't worry about my ability, I'm dating you." Just to relieve pressure and leave no regrets. I promise that it's not a problem to be in the top 3 in the college entrance examination. You can even look forward to it. What if I get the provincial champion? The head teacher looked at him, and it was hard to say. I didn't know how to persuade him. Zhao's mother cried and scolded, but Zhao Yan didn't listen at all, because he was very confident. After all, he had experienced the college entrance examination in his previous life. As long as he remembered those questions, the provincial champion would be easy to get. Zhao Yan, I don't know where your confidence comes from. Even Zhou Hang, the first in the grade, can't guarantee to win the provincial champion. I hope you can do it yourself. The head teacher was about to give up, and saw me who was leaving. His eyes lit up and he planned to use me to stimulate Zhao Yan. Zhao Yan, look at Jianglu, she is down to earth and making steady progress. Zhao Yan looked at me fiercely, with infinite malice in his eyes. Teacher, people with low IQ are still garbage no matter how much they learn. This sentence made the whole office quiet. And Zhao's mother slapped him hard. Zhao Yan, what are you talking about? Apologize to Lei quickly. I'm right. Just wait for me to bring you the provincial champion. After saying that, Zhao Yan walked out of the office and bumped into me hard when he passed by me. I was almost knocked down by the bump, and the head teacher hurried over to help me. Lei, Zhao Yan didn't mean it. See, no one can make up for Zhao Yan's words. When I returned to the classroom, the classroom was in chaos, and a group of people were making a fuss around Lu Ruyu's position. As early as the second week after my rebirth, I discussed with the teacher to change my position. Looking at them now, it's like watching a joke. Even though everyone is trying to stop me, I will never give up on you. Zhao Yan hugged Lu Ruyu tightly and swore, stupid. I sat back in my seat and heard the booing of kiss, kiss, from behind. What are you doing? The stern and unbelievable voice of the head of the grade came from the door. The crowd dispersed at once, leaving only the two people hugging each other tightly. Lawless, absolutely lawless. You are students, this is a classroom, how dare you do such a thing? The head of the grade rushed up to separate them. The two smiled at each other, holding hands, and ran out from the back of the classroom. "Come back here." The farce ended with the roar of the head of the grade. They were not caught by the head of the grade in the end. They disappeared, truly disappeared, and Zhao's mother even called the police. A week later, they were found in a narrow rental house, where they were still lying naked in bed hugging each other. Zhao's mother was going crazy. And even crazier than her was Lu Ruyu's gambler father. The life story of the heroine of Little White Flower is always miserable and sympathetic, with a gambler father, a sick mother, a gangster brother, and a broken self. Lu Xiang, Lu Ruyu's father, who entered the house with the police, saw the two naked people and was furious. He directly pulled Zhao Yan off the bed and broke his legs. He didn't want to stand up for his daughter. He was angry that his daughter had lost her virginity, so it was difficult to sell her for a good price, and she couldn't catch a rich husband. The next time I heard about Zhao Yan was when the class committee went to the hospital to comfort Zhao Yan. Those who went there were full of unsatisfied feelings when they came back, and their eyes were full of yearning and longing for the love between Zhao Yan and Lu Ruyu. The school hunk is so manly. He withstood the pressure from both parents and insisted on his love. Yes, Lu Ruyu is so lucky to have such a good and handsome boyfriend. I heard that the school hunk plans to marry Lu Ruyu after graduation, and his family has already given Lu Ruyu's family a betrothal gift of 200,000 yuan. Really, that's 200,000 yuan. Yes, not only that, it is said that the school hunk told Lu Ruyu's father that he would give him another 1 million yuan when they get married. Oh my god, I didn't expect the school hunk's family to be so rich. I'm so envious. The classroom during lunch break was filled with all kinds of envious discussions, and I stopped writing irritably. It's really noisy, but you can take a break. You're too tense after changing seats last time. The teacher arranged for me and Zhou Hang to be together. Yeah. I lowered my head and didn't speak. My recent state is indeed not right. The closer I get to the college entrance examination, the more frequently the scene of the communication device being searched out appears in my mind. The despair of being dragged out of the classroom makes me hold my breath every time I think about it. Pay attention to the combination of work and rest. Thank you. I breathed a sigh of relief, closed my eyes, and rested quietly. The incident between Zhao Yan and Lu Ryu caused a sensation, and even the class teacher was criticized. At such a critical moment, it not only affected himself, but also other students. The class teacher held a meeting for everyone during the morning reading. I believe everyone knows what happened to Lu and Zhao recently. I am not against everyone dating. Youth is beautiful, and the throbbing of adolescence is also normal. However, I hope everyone knows that there are only a few dozen days left before the college entrance examination. Students who have ideas, please put them aside for now. After graduation, you have a lifetime to talk. Students who have become lovers, please take responsibility for yourself and each other. Your life is not just about love. You can make progress together, instead of not taking each other's future seriously. Although the college entrance examination is not the only way in life, the teacher and your parents hope that you can rely on the college entrance examination to walk a broader road. The class teacher's words were loud and clear, suppressing some of the signs brought up by Zhao Yan and the others. It takes 100 days to heal a broken bone. But Zhao Yan was discharged from the hospital in less than 2 weeks. One reason was that he could not afford the hospitalization fee, and the other was that he wanted to show off that he had succeeded in defending his love. The news that Lu Ryu pushed Zhao Yan in a wheelchair into the school spread throughout the school. During the break, Lu Ryu accepted everyone's blessings and gossip with a rosy face. Ryu, I heard that Zhao Yan gave your family 200,000 yuan and said he wanted to marry you. Well, his mother also bought him a jade bracelet. It is said that it is their heirloom, and its value cannot be calculated. Lu Ryu showed off the jade bracelet on her wrist, then she listened to the envious voices of everyone with satisfaction. Seeing me walk into the classroom, Lu Ryu raised her voice. Lu, I heard that you asked Zhao's mother for this jade bracelet before, right? I glanced at the jade bracelet on Lu Ryu. When the relationship between the two families was still good 2 years ago, his mother and my mother often made appointments to go out to the night market, and I often followed them. I saw the bracelet on the street stall first. Later, my mother said that I was still a student and should not bring such things. In the end, Zhao Yan's mother bought it for 30 yuan. Lu, I'm not saying anything bad about you. This is the heirloom of the Zhao family. Although you and Brother Yan are childhood sweethearts, you still have to have some sense of boundaries. Just be happy. I sat back in my seat silently and digested the math teacher's solution just now. During lunch break, the radio station will play some music. Recently, it has been some inspirational and passionate music, which usually plays for about half an hour. Today, the music was turned off in less than 5 minutes, with a burst of electric current. Zhao Yan's voice came from the radio station. I love you. I know that many people envy our love, but they are not optimistic about us. But I will prove to them that you are right to choose me. I have won the provincial champion this year. You just wait to be the champion's wife. Lu Ruyu covered her mouth and ran to the broadcasting room with excitement. The campus at noon was suddenly boiling with Zhao Yan's declaration of love. Poochie. A burst of laughter came from my ears. I looked at my deskmate Zhou Heng. He laughed so hard that tears came out, and he completely lost his cool look. To be honest, if I hadn't been killed by them in my previous life, I would have laughed out loud now. Really? It's quite crazy. If I didn't mess with them, I feel that they would kill themselves. It's funny, isn't it? Even if he knows the college entrance examination questions, he may not be the provincial champion. After all, he doesn't have much brains. The academic master is worthy of being an academic master, and his words are so sharp. Yes, how can he be sure that the test questions in this life are the same as in the previous life? A butterfly by the river in the Amazon rainforest in South America, flapping its wings slightly, may cause a tornado in Texas, USA 2 weeks later. What if two of us are reborn and one travels through time? The results of the third joint examination are out. And I am in the top 10 of the grade and on the honor roll. Xiao Yani was tied with Lu Ruyu for last place, because they were still in love in the rental house during the joint entrance examination. It's just that I got into the top 10 of the grade once. Maybe I can't even get into a junior college after the college entrance examination. Xiao Yan looked at me sarcastically when he was pushed by Lu Ruyu. I ignored him and walked back to the classroom without looking away. When I entered the classroom the next day, I felt very strange. Everyone looked at me with sympathy or strange eyes, whispering. Until I saw the photo in the space, I felt like falling into an ice cave. A piece of red paper was posted next to my name on the honor roll. Is a woman who lost her virginity so glorious? At 9 o'clock in the evening on July 28, 202X, classmate Jiang was pulled into the alley. I don't know what happened. Classmate Jiang, are you glorious? My face turned pale and trembled all over. Don't be afraid. Zhou Heng pulled me out of the classroom, avoiding everyone's eyes and discussions. In my freshman year, I was dragged into an alley by someone on the way to buy soy sauce for Zhao Yan's mother. I almost thought I would die there. It was Zhao Yan who came home and saved me. He swore that if he told anyone about this, he would be struck by lightning and die miserably. In the whole world, only Zhao Yan knew about this. I endured it for 2 days. People looked at me with pity and disgust. No one even dared to approach me. On the third day after the incident, I found the right time and rushed to Zhao Yan's classroom. Hey, isn't this our glorious classmate Jiang? Zhao Yan looked at me nonchalantly. Zhao Yan, aren't you afraid of being struck by lightning? I stared at him with my scarlet eyes. Are you still a child? Believe in this kind of thing? What's more, aren't all the things written on it true? You. Come here, don't get close to her, she's dirty. Zhao Yan waved to Lu Ruyu behind me. Student Jiang, if I were you, I would be too ashamed to see anyone right now. You are really amazing for staying here. Lu Ruyu walked towards Zhao Yan, her voice full of gloating. Who called the police? Everyone was startled and looked at the police and the principal in uniform at the door. Zhao Yan's face changed suddenly. He had never thought that he could call the police to deal with this matter. Uncle Police, it's me. I want to sue Xiao Yan for slander and defamation. Xiao Yan was immersed in Lu Ruyu's gentleness every day. How could he remember that he was no longer the powerful and wealthy business upstart? In my previous life, I was caught cheating in the college entrance examination and lost my qualification for the college entrance examination. I dared not go out. As soon as I went out, there were all kinds of discussions, because the circumstances were serious. I was on the news. I was in a daze all day, holding high school textbooks and studying and reciting them every day. I was in a panic all day. Finally, I woke up and found a job as a kitchen helper in a hotel. I am no longer the girl who can be defeated by 1 or 2 words of discussion. Xiao Yan underestimated the enemy. In the police station, my parents stood in front of me. Lu Ruyu and his mother stood behind Xiao Yan. Because I was not actually hurt, everyone wanted to mediate. We do not accept any form of apology or mediation. Our daughter was hurt so much in school. Can an apology make up for it? Dad clenched his fists and shouted loudly, his face flushed with anger. Mom held my hand tightly and kept giving me strength. It was the same in my previous life. My parents wanted to take me out to relax after not going out for a long time, but there were people talking about me on the road. My parents did the same, holding my hand tightly and blocking me. Brother Jiang, Xiaoyan didn't mean it, and it didn't cause any harm to Lele. I interrupted his mother, Uncle Police, according to Article 42 of the Public Security Administration Punishment Law. If the rumor-mongering and slandering behavior does not constitute a crime, but disturbs public order or causes bad influence, it can be detained for less than 5 days or fined less than 500 yuan. Yesterday, Zhao Yan became an adult. To be patient is to hit the target with one blow. Zhao Yan's face changed drastically. He didn't expect that he would have to pay the price of growing up today after celebrating his birthday yesterday. Brother Jiang, Zhao Yan didn't mean it. This didn't cause any harm to Lele. It shouldn't be so serious. Besides, our Zhao Yan will be the top candidate in the college entrance examination. How dare you delay his studies? The school can't agree to it. Zhao Yan's mother wanted to ask the school leaders to accompany him. Unfortunately, the school leaders knew about Zhao Yan's recent stupid things when they came here. Our school is fair, just and open. We will not encourage any evil trends and will not let any students suffer grievances. Please handle this matter impartially. Our school will cooperate highly. The school leaders looked at the police uncles righteously. It's so funny. Are the school leaders crazy? Ignoring a good student in the top 10 of the grade, Zhao Yan and his mother are indeed a family. They are both stupid. Hearing the words of the school leaders, Zhao Yan's mother was very scared. She didn't care about anything else and directly pulled Lu Ruyu out of leaders. This was not done by Xiaoyan, but by this woman. She was jealous of Lele's grades and the friendship between Xiaoyan and Lele for so many years, so she did this. It has nothing to do with our Xiaoyan, mom. Zhao Yan looked anxiously at Lu Ruyu, who was pulled out to take the blame, and shouted, "It's not me. It's not me." Lu Ruyu was pinched to death by Zhao Yan's mother, and she was in a hurry to explain, looking pale and powerless. I don't know what Zhao Yan's mother said to Lu Ruyu's ear. In less than 10 seconds, Lu Ruyu actually admitted it. What are you doing? Are you colluding with each other or trying to make false evidence? The police shouted at them and confirmed with Lu Ruyu several times whether she did it. Lu Ruyu admitted it. Lu Ruyu was 1 year older than us, so she was detained. When she left the police station, my mother was still indignant. The next night, as soon as I got home, I heard vulgar and violent curses from the next door. Lu Xiang came to the door with Lu Ruyu, who had just finished her detention. We have no money. Didn't we give 200,000 yuan? The harsh voice came through the door. You want to get rid of me with 200,000 yuan? My daughter is a virgin, and she has been ruined by your son and has become a second-hand product. Who can I ask for money? Mother Zhao. I have Zhao Yan's child. The tearful voice hid a hint of pride. This is the first time I am so grateful for the soundproofing conditions, which allowed me to gossip. What? The two people from the Zhao family exclaimed, followed by a round of caring and asking about each other's well-being. Talking about the in-laws, when I went out to throw away the garbage, I happened to meet the mother and son of the Zhao family sending Lu Xiang out. When I came back, I didn't know if the two of them did it on purpose, but they opened the door and talked loudly when they saw me. When our Xiaoyan wins the provincial championship, you will be the wife of the champion, and the baby in your belly will be the little champion. It will be a double happiness, all the bonuses from the school, the province and the city will be given to my little grandson. Mom, this little bonus is nothing. When I get into Tsinghua or Peking University, I will use this bonus to start a business. I will be the boss and you will be the boss's mother. Isn't this much more refreshing? You don't go to school anymore. Stay at home and take care of your pregnancy. You will be the wife of a wealthy family in the future. After Zhao Yan said this, he glanced at me smugly. The three of us laughed together on the sofa. No wonder Lu Xiang left. It's not enough for the Zhao family to paint a pie for themselves, but the people of the Lu family also have to paint pie. I don't know if they can eat the last pie. I wish them good luck. 20 days before the college entrance examination, Lu Xiang couldn't help his gambling addiction and came to ask for money. The Zhao family had to take care of Zhao Yan, who was still in the wheelchair, and Lu Ruyu, who was pregnant. How could they have any money? I don't know how the Zhao family got the money together, but they gave Lu Xiang 100,000 yuan when he came to visit for the second time, and also bought all kinds of high-end supplements. Lu Xiang left with satisfaction. Zhao Yan's mother boasted to everyone that her son was so lucky that he could study, make money, and found a good daughter-in-law, and was waiting to hold her grandson, which made the old ladies downstairs envious. In the last few days of the college entrance examination, I stopped forcing myself to study, but I didn't completely relax. Today, I had to fight with my mentality. I had tried my best, so I just let it go. On the day of the college entrance examination, I met the Zhao family at the school gate. Lu Ruyu wore a slim cheongsam, with a slightly bulging belly, and watched Zhao Yan enter the examination room. She didn't even take the college entrance examination. Jiang Lu You will never be able to experience the happiness of the heroine's halo. This is destined to be the world of me and Brother Yen, Lu Ryu boasted loudly. I ignored her and walked straight to my battlefield. When I was leaving the school after the Chinese exam, there was a commotion at the gate, with special police, reporters, and parents all gathered together. I didn't care so much and went home to eat. That night, when I was chatting with my parents at the dinner table, I learned that the commotion at noon was caused by Zhao Yan. The video of Zhao Yan being beaten with a black eye and a swollen face became a hot search. Hashtag selling test questions hashtag college entrance examination real questions leaked hashtag one subject 100,000 yuan. How did the college entrance examination questions leak hashtag? Several hot searches were high on the page, and the pictures were all Zhao Yan's miserable face. It turned out that Zhao Yan relied on his memory of the college entrance examination in his previous life, copied down the college entrance examination questions in his previous life, and sold them to those rich second generations. As a result, the group of rich second generations found that the questions of the first Chinese language were wrong, which was completely different from what Zhao Yan gave. So several people waited at the door until the papers were handed in, and beat Zhao Yan, who came out of the examination room in a daze. Zhao Yan asked them to trust him again, but the questions in the afternoon were also wrong, and he was beaten again. There was no second day. Zhao Yan was arrested that night. One was related to the college entrance examination questions, and the other was suspected of fraud. After the exam, I cried all night and slept for 3 days. The haze of the previous life was completely dispelled, the college entrance examination was over, and my new life began. At the class reunion after the college entrance examination, everyone talked about Zhao Yan, mocking his ambitions at the time, the provincial champion, gossiping that Lu Ryu beat the child and abandoned him. At that time, the two of them started like an idol drama, but now they ended up like this. Everyone sighed. They were all glad that they insisted at that time and were not shaken by their absurd love. The college entrance examination results came out, grade 12. Although I can't go to Tsinghua or Peking University, but I can choose any key university during the summer vacation. I heard good news that Zhao Yan was sentenced to 3 years in prison because Lu Ryu told him during a visit that the baby in her belly was not his. He went crazy, and his mother went crazy too. She took out a knife and stabbed Lu Ryu on the spot. Lu Ryu was sent to the ICU, but she was not saved in the end, and his mother was also locked up. Lu Xiang was taken away because Zhao Yan owed the casino millions of dollars for giving him a big cake, and then disappeared. Later, I didn't hear any news from them. After college started, I didn't relax my requirements for myself. The people around me were all excellent, and I couldn't stop. The road I'm on now is not easy to come by. It's not only God's mercy, but also my own efforts. My life will be wider and broader, and no longer confined to that small back kitchen. All I want is what I want, and all I do is smooth.